Hello and welcome to the Dan Edwards Show. I am, of course, Dan Edwards. On today's episode, we'll be taking a look back at the action from this past weekend here at House of Pain Wrestling, and we're kicking things off from Friday, the 27th of September in Rainworth. The show kicked off with a six-man tag team match as the team of Xander Scott, Max Chimera and the King of Steel, Mike Angelo, teamed up to take on the badly dressed boys of Brandon Brooks and Davey Thompson and their partner, Rainworth's own Kobe Woods. During the match, Big Man Inc.'s Adam Bolt and Jackie T came out to the stage to watch the match, at which point Brandon and Davey went to get into their faces. Kobe tried to encourage his partners to come back to the ring and finish the match, which is when Mike Angelo took advantage of the distracted Kobe, rolled him up, stealing the win for the team. The last true hooligan, Ruddy, came to the ring next and berated the Rainworth fans, saying anyone from Nottingham and Mansfield are not as good as him, as he is from Derby, and issued an open challenge to anybody in the back. This is when we saw the return for the first time in over a year of untouchable Brad Matthews. The match was back and forth to begin with, but eventually it saw Brad Matthews hitting Ruddy with a pedigree to pick up the win in his return to action. After the match, Brad Matthews called out the man that injured him over a year ago, Grayson Clay. Grayson came out to ringside, looked like he was about to enter the ring, but then decided he did not want to face off with Brad Matthews and left. It was tag team action next as Big Man Inc. of Adam Bolt and Jackie T were in action, taking on the team of Alex Rue and LJ Heron. Towards the end of the match, Adam Bolt attempted to use the baton on Alex Rue, but the badly dressed boys came charging out to ringside, took the baton off of Adam Bolt, and this left Adam open to be hit with the Rue Thunderbomb, and Alex Rue pinned Adam Bolt to pick up the win. We had a singles match next as House of Pain's first mate, Mr. Riggs, went one-on-one with the Tribal Beef, Grayson Clay. Before the match could begin, Brad Matthews came out trying to get his hands on Grayson Clay, but he was held back by the badly dressed boys and Kobe Woods, and eventually escorted back to the backstage area, and the match was on. The match saw Grayson Clay picking up the win when he hit a DDT through the ropes onto Mr. Riggs to secure the pinfall victory. After the match, Grayson Clay grabbed a chair from under the ring and was about to attack Mr. Riggs with it when Brad Matthews came charging out from the back and attacked Grayson. This is when the locker room emptied and it took 8 men to separate these two and eventually get them both into the backstage area. It looks like the issues between Brad Matthews and Grayson Clay are incredibly personal. In the main event of the evening, the House of Pain Heavyweight Championship was on the line as the main spectacle, Tristan Wheeler, challenged Joey Slade for the title. In a back and forth hard hitting match, it eventually saw Joey hitting the Hell Driver onto Tristan to pick up the win and successfully retain the House of Pain Heavyweight Championship. Moving on to St Anne's now on Saturday the 28th of September. The show kicked off with singles action as Mr. Number 1 Niall Hind, accompanied by the Princess Lexi Olivia, took on Tony Allen. Tony looked to have things in firm control, but Niall distracted the referee, and this allowed Lexi to once again spray perfume into Tony's eyes. Niall then hit a white noise to pick up the win. It was tag team action next as the Bull Ring were in action as Kyle Crimson and one of his new proteges, Xander Scott, teamed up to take on Joseph the Iron Star and one half of the House of Pain tag team champions, Zach Roberts. Xander looked to have things won as he was in firm control of Joseph Star when Kyle demanded that he was tagged in to win the match, as he is the leader of the Bull Ring and he deserves to get the win. Xander held Joe up for Kyle as Kyle went to hit the bull hammer elbow. Joseph managed to duck and Kyle took out his protege. Joe Star then hit a sunset flip to pick up the win over the House of Pain Heritage Champion. The Beastess Dolly Dharma was in action next as she went one-on-one with Lights Out Lexi Morgan. It was Dolly getting herself disqualified when she attacked Lexi with a steel chain and then headbutted the referee Kev and continued to attack Lexi with the steel chain. It looks like these two are going to be going to war with one another in the near future. It was a 6-man tag team match next as Owen Ocean, Mike Angelo and BJ Sketch were scheduled to take on the Gladiator Shea Attilus, the Stormbreaker Marley Hayden and Zach Davey. But Zach announced that he was attacked from behind earlier in the day and he was not cleared to compete, but announced his replacement for the match was the House of Pain heavyweight champion, Joey Slade. As the match was coming to a close, it saw the Gladiator Shea Attilus hitting a Superman punch onto Owen Ocean to secure the win for the team. It was match 2 of Jaden Law's Black Sheep challenge on his journey to facing the Shepherd Johnny Sharp at Beeston next month. And this time he was going one-on-one with the Black Sheep's nice guy, Will Roberts. As the match was going on, it looked like Will was in firm control, but Jaden managed to reverse a pin attempt and lock in a vicious armbar, which forced Will Roberts to tap out, meaning that Jaden is now 1-1 and gets to pick one of the stipulations for his match with Johnny. Jaden was wasting no time and announced that his stipulation is that the Black Sheep are banned from ringside when he goes one-on-one with Johnny Sharp. In the main event of the night, it was myself in action with a partner of my choice, and I have enlisted the help of the Black Sheep's monster, Rainer, for the match. And we were taking on Rave Boy and a partner of his choice, and Rave Boy brought along the Powerhouse Punk, Mikey McLovin. As the match was coming to a close, Rayner was in firm control of Raveboy, and I said that I wanted to be the one to beat Raveboy, so I tagged in and told Rayner to spear him so that I could pin him for the win. As Rayner was going for the spear, Mikey McLovin dragged him out of the ring, and Rayner and Mikey brawled into the backstage area. This is when I was left alone with Raveboy, and I decided that we should put our differences aside and team up again and take over the tag team scene at House of Pain. But Raveboy was having none of this and punched me in the face. This is when I decided that I was not going to fight my former friend and tried to leave, but Mikey McLovin came back out, threw me back into the ring, and Raveboy hit me with a big ending. Raveboy then decided that wasn't enough and was setting up for the overdrive, but I managed to avoid this, and Raveboy nearly took out the referee. I saw this as my opportunity, and as the referee was distracted, I hit Raveboy with a low blow and then finished him off with the like and subscribe to secure the win, proving that I am better than Raveboy. Well, that is all I do have time for today, so thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time right here on the Dan Edwards Show.